make the cheapest, easiest planters that you can ever make, aside from if it's free. I made this fall bulb planter for only $12, or slightly more if you don't have any scrap board for the corners or some old stain. Stay tuned to see how I built and planted our fall bulbs. And here's a list of the materials you'll need. You'll need 6 of the 48-inch or 4 foot, 6 of the 22.5-inch cedar planks, and 4 of these spare woods that are 16 inches long. We paid just $1.95 for each of the 6 cedar planks, so less than $12 is all we spent. To start this build, we're going to take the 16-inch 2x3s and we're going to lay them out. Now we're going to take the longer pieces of cedar planks, I think they're like 48 inches, and take the 48-inch ones, and we're going to lay them up even with the top of the 16-inch one. Now that is extremely important, and we'll get into that part later. Now we're just going to line these up nice and good here. Make sure we've got this one lined up too. Okay, now we're going to take this drill and our 2.5-inch screws, and we're going to screw the cedar planks into the 16-inch wood. Alright, now I'm just going to finish in drilling 3 of the 48-inch cedar planks into the 2x3, and now I have one wall. Now I just got to do one more of these. Bam! We got 2. Alright, now I'm going to take the 22.5-inch cedar planks, and I'm going to line them up across the 2 walls and drill them in with the same 2.5-inch screws. And we just have to do this to both sides, and we got a box. Alright, now time to decorate. Now we're going to stain it. We decided we wanted it to be a dark red color to match the color of our house. To stain it, I'm using this 3-inch wide paintbrush and some dark deep red stain. Now, all you gotta do is get some paint on your brush, let it drip for a little bit in the pan, and then brush in straight lines down the wood. Now, depending on how dark or light you want it to be, if you want it to be a very dark color, then you put on a thick coat of paint. If you want it to be light, you put on a little bit of paint. Now see what I'm doing here? I'm catching all the drips that I spilled.
With your jacket.
Because drips mean it's very, it gets bumpy, and that also means it's darker in one area than it is in the rest. Now I'm just kind of like cleaning up the side, making sure it's all one solid color. And doesn't that look nice? We also want to paint the sides, because we're not just painting one side. Alright, so I'm going to get a little bit more paint, and then I'm going to do here. Isn't it pretty? Let's add some dirt. Why am I dropping logs? See my hugelculture link at the end of the video. Now we're going to add this dirt into on top of this nice layer of logs we added. Now we just keep adding more and more and more and more and more and more, etc. and more dirt until it's full. Well, not quite. Alright, now that we've got this soil in, we're going to be adding this peat moss. The job is to hold it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was recording. Okay, back to the point. Peat moss. Okay, now that we've got all the peat moss in that we want, which is about half a bag, we're just gonna spread it around. Don't do it too well because we're gonna mix it with ta-da! Ta-da! Composted manure. And again, approximately half a bag. And now we're just going to mix this stuff in. Now that I've mixed in the peat moss and the composted manure, I'm going to add 3 more bags of soil. Once that's done, we can plant. For this bed, however, I got Bunkie to help me. First, we added all the logs. Now we're adding the soil. More soil. Another bag of soil. Another bag of soil. Another bag of soil, naturally. Another bag of soil. Finally, now we can add the other half of the peat moss and mix it with the other half of the composted manure. And now we add the soil. Okay, ready to plant. Now that we've got our soil in on top, now we can plant our flowers.
Show the flower.
My mom picks what flowers she wants us to plant. She wanted us to do these Dutch irises, pretty. She wanted us to do these daffodils. She wanted these high whatevers. And she wanted us to do her favorite flowers, tulips. Now, all of these want to be planted 4 to 6 inches apart and about 4 inches in the ground. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a row here of early spring, a row here of mid-spring, a row here of late spring, early spring, mid-spring, late spring, and so on and so forth. And we still have to fill the other bed with them too. Alright, it says here to plant them 6 inches in the ground. My finger is about 3 inches long, so we're going to go like that and make a little crater. And then we're going to take one of these bulbs. It's 2 bulbs. And this here is called the crown, see? And the soil level goes at the crown. And so we're gonna put this in the down and just stick. And now we're going to bury it. And then about 6 inches away, so maybe here, we're gonna do the same thing. And now, this video isn't purely about planting flowers. We're also going to be planting these garlic. It's pretty much the same thing. You just put the garlic in the holes and then you bury it. Now, we're doing this in late October, so we're destined to get a lot of rain. But if you're going to do this some other time when you're not going to get a lot of rain, you're definitely going to want to water these afterwards. Well, that's all, folks. We're the Vineyard Chicks, and we'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to show your support. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, leave them in the comment section below. And click subscribe and hit the little bell so that you don't miss our next video. Thanks!